I don't care how many people love me, I still don't feel loved. And it sucks because I'm just like, why am I not enough? I never feel like I'm enough.
Why baddies end up lonely, the brutal truth about how they're dating. And we're gonna take a look at why do a lot of females find that being pretty is the downfall of their dating pool.
My mind is roaming, and I just feel like the more attractive you are, the harder it is for you to really find somebody genuine to date because you're constantly being lusted after versus value. No one cares to actually get to know you. Then on top of that, it's like people tend to like the idea of having you more so than they like actually having you.
I saw a podcast that Deontay Kyle had where him and this other guy was just talking about how like dudes be doing stuff literally for other guys, like the chains, the cars, stuff like that. Like they do it to impress their boys. And when they said, and when he was like, even down to your bitch or whatever, like your girl, that, you know, that little thing hit home because that's the reason why I haven't really been liking dating. Because I noticed, especially the caliber of men I'm around, they will date you because a lot of men want you, and you're like, you fit the mold and the idea of what kind of woman they should have, but they don't like you for real. Like, they don't get to know you. They don't know your favorite color, your favorite flower. They don't know where your favorite restaurant is, your favorite food to eat. They don't know nothing about you at all. And I'll notice that, like, I'll be dating a guy like 6-7 months, and meanwhile, you know, when I say 6-7 months, the reason why you got to date that long because people just waste time, in my opinion. But then, you know what I'm saying, even if I do 3 months, if I ask them a question, mind you, I talk a lot. I can ask some of these guys, like, what's my favorite color? They won't even know it's pink. I'll ask them, what is my favorite number? They won't know it's 4, because it's my birthday, 4-4. They won't know my favorite holiday is Valentine's Day. They don't know my favorite birthday, that my favorite holiday is also my birthday. Like, it'd be simple shit that I literally tell people all the time and I talk about all the time. They don't know what my favorite TV show is or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, ew, you only dating me because, you know, when you take me out and you bring me around these prestigious people and I tell them what I do and I got, you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff I have going on, it looks good with me on your arm. I'm beautiful. I got a bomb personality. I can work a room and you like that, but you don't like me. Because I impress, I'm a trophy for your boys. Like, you get all these men. I even seen a podcast that Carlos was on when he was talking about, like, dude, you know, your girl can affect your relationships with, like, people people you're doing business with. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, this is why you're with me. It's not because you like me. And that's exhausting. It's very exhausting to me right now. So until a dude go hard for me, be obsessed, I'm good. I'm kosher. I'm chilling. I'm by myself. I don't get on that.
It's just interesting to see how a lot of females think that their looks is supposed to be center of everything and it's supposed to add some type of value in these interactions they have with men. Have they never actually thought that maybe you're just not that interesting? Maybe your personality sucks. Maybe everything about you isn't what you really thought it was and he was just there for box.
And I do believe that there are some girls that are just too pretty to work. Sometimes I go in places and I see the prettiest girls and they're working and I'm like, why the fuck are you working? You are so pretty. You need to have a business. You need to do content. Like, somebody needs to marry you and sit you up like the trophy that you are. You are perfect. Like, you're just so perfect to be working. You deserve to relax.
A lot of people always ask, why does the most beautiful woman be single? And when you get your heart broken numerous times, you're just content with being alone. Like, it's not more so that we can't get a man or whatever. It's more so we're tired of the same thing. Like, it's literally the same thing over and over and over again with connections with men. And a lot of men these days, like men, there are no like real stand-up men anymore because men want to be women, and I can't do both of our jobs. So I think that with a lot of feminine women, beautiful women, we're just like, fuck it, we'll get the rose toy and we'll do it ourselves. And then, you know, they say that the most beautiful women, we are the most like aggressive or assertive. Yeah, because why am I going to be timid? Like, me being timid will let you walk all over me. me being a bitch will make you just think like, oh, she's bossy, she's bitchy, whatever you. So it's like no win. It's like it's no win, no lose. So we just rather be alone. We rather go buy a fucking cat or a dog, or play with our nieces or nephews if we have them, and just rock out. If you're a single pretty girl and you feel bad because you're not in a relationship, you're not missing out on anything. Until these men can become men and not cry like a baby, stay single, baby.
What's interesting, females think that it's their looks is the reason why they're not actually getting a consistent outcome with the men that they desire. What it really is you are the one that is inconsistent and believe that somehow you can be feminine and aggressive at the same time. That is not reality. That's actually a reflection of your unstable mindset. And that's why men will never take you serious and will always be inconsistent with you.
I don't like coming on the internet and saying pretty girl, because people can get rude and be like, you're not pretty. But anyways, pretty girl issues. Number one, let me tell you something, an issue that we face as pretty girls, yeah? Men think that we're constantly talking to men. Constantly talking to men. And it's so annoying because it's like, they don't trust us. Automatically, we are not trusted because they think that we're automatically got a whole line of men that's like running for us, or our DMs are so full that, there's no way we could be taking them seriously. Baby, the pretty girls are the ones you need to go for, because pretty girls are the most loneliest women ever. Think about it. So many men trying to get in contact with us, okay? But none of them are of quality. If you know you're of quality and you're a good man, approach a pretty girl. I'm telling you, you can probably get her. Because she's probably tired though. She's probably really tired because she's experienced a load of men just like her for her looks and not because of her personality. The one thing about me, I always look out for this. A lot of men like to do this thing where they constantly call me pretty and say that I'm good looking or I'm sexy or my body is all of this stuff. I'm not looking for that. I need a man of substance. I need a man that can hold a conversation with me without having to say, you're beautiful consistently. Thank you for admiring my beauty. It's nice. But that's not all I have to offer. I have brains up here. I'm educated. Highly. Okay? I've got things going on for myself. I do things. Get to know me. I'm very intelligent. Us women in general, not just pretty girls, we're all intelligent. We have brains. Okay, not all of us, but some of us. We do what we need to do to get by, but we are brainy women. So it's like, stop telling us how pretty we are and how, how gorgeous we look. We want to know that you really, really like us. We have substance. Please.
I don't care how many people love me. I still don't feel loved. And it sucks because I'm just like, why am I not enough? I never feel like I'm enough. My heart just shatters and it breaks and it hurts and I can't. It's just like, why am I not good enough, and why will I never be good enough for people I used to be everything to, and now I'm nothing. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
Females believe that being pretty, by sexualizing, objectifying yourself, is going to be able to attract the desired quality men that they want. Although when you put out this whole pretty baddie aesthetic that is coated in high sex appeal, then you're only going to get what you put out there. And oftentimes what happens is he gets what he wants, which is her body. She doesn't get what she wanted, which is a committed relationship. Quick reminder to subscribe, support the channel to 50K, and let's get straight back to it.
If you're not a spiritual or open-minded person, you're not gonna like this video, so just keep scrolling. But for those of you who are very spiritually connected, I'm getting a download right now as to why it seems like a lot of us are single for most of our lives, or we struggle with our love lives. The reason is because we are literal goddesses in the flesh. Imagine being an entity that is not meant to be human. that means you're not going to connect to human rules or expectations or emotions even. And when you attract people, that is because your angelic goddess-like energy attracted that person, because your frequency, whatever type of goddess you are, your frequency is necessary for that person to elevate. Think of all the people that worship goddesses and gods or deities. Why do they do it? Because they're honoring that goddess for whatever it is that they asked for. So you are meant to be honored. You are meant to be treated like a goddess in this lifetime. So if anybody doesn't treat you in that manner, you're gonna cut them off. And that's why you're single, because your standards are high. Your standards are at goddess level. So for those of you who are in and out of relationships, reassess that, because if anyone has access to you, you're not treating yourself like you're a goddess. You're treating yourself like you're a human. And that's a very limited way of living, because everything on the earthly plane, like it's so limited. I could literally travel to other dimensions with my mind. And I can be right here sitting in my car still. You know what I mean? Like, when you're spiritual, you reach levels that like normal people have not reached yet. So of course you're not going to have a normal life. You're not going to attract normal people. You're going to attract people that are at your level, but it's harder to find because the dimension we're in is like at a whole nother fucking level that like some people haven't reached it. You know what I mean? Think of it like an onion. There's layers to an onion. They're still in the core and we're like on one of the outer layers already. Like, so just don't take it personal. Like, just understand that you're a goddess. Keep telling yourself, I'm a goddess. Like, obviously people can't handle it because they don't have the capacity to worship me in the way they're supposed to worship me.
It's lonely when you're attractive, okay? It's harder to make friends. It's harder to be in relationships with men that don't want to just use you as a symbol or for their status or for their ego because they want to humble you and feel better about themselves.
And newsflash, men don't want baddies. Okay, and when I say baddies, I'm talking about independent, beautiful, gorgeous, intelligent, deep women that got their shit going on. They're more infatuated with you rather looking at you as something serious. They will give you all this attention, all these compliments, flirting with you, just to only be infatuated by you and not really like you. Like, they just want to conquer you. And when you're a bad bitch, a lot of these men don't even see you as a wife. They see you as a fucking baby mama. It's honestly disgusting. Are we ready for that conversation? Because
it's always funny when females think that they've reached an epiphany when they realize that men only want them to be infatuated by her box. Somehow is this profound truth that they just realize you offer nothing to a man other than your body. And in exchange, you thought that he was going to worship you. In exchange, you thought that he was going to put you on a pedestal because you gave yourself to him. That's not reality.
If one more person approaches me that is 20 years old on my solo beach dates, like, there was this like beautiful man that was probably like definitely in his 30s, like solo beaching like 2 meters from me, and then this 21-year-old English boy had to come and talk to me, and I was like, bro, and he's like, where'd you go out? I bet you go out. And I'm like, that's such a young person's question, you scrawny little English person. And he told me he was 21. I told him I was 31. And he was like, oh, but you don't look it. And it's like, but I am. Can you go away?
Being a pretty girl, or being considered a pretty girl, let me say that, is hard because men always assume that you are talking to a whole bunch of men because you are pretty. Like, I remember a few relationships I've been in with insecure ass men, of course. And I would always end up getting in arguments over imaginary things that I was doing. Just because they knew I was pretty, they always assumed that there was some other man that I was messing with, but had absolutely no proof. No proof at all. Like, one thing about me is I don't like people I am an introverted extrovert, meaning like when it comes to going out in social settings, like, and you see me on social media, like, yes, I like to go out and have a good time. But in real life, I have like 3 people I talk to on a daily basis. I don't talk to men because talking to a lot of men is draining. I've never been someone that's been able to withhold a roster, because even when I've tried that roster life, it was so draining for me. By day 2 or 3, I had to eliminate most of that roster, and it would always go back to talking to just one man. I'm not that type of person. And I'm not knocking anyone down that lives that kind of life, but that is just me. So anytime I would get accused of doing XYZ with other people, I used to look at these men like, do you know how hard it was for you to even come and talk to me? Every single guy that I've been in a relationship with, they tried to talk to me for years before they actually were able to get in a relationship with me. And it's because it takes a lot for me to like somebody. I don't just be liking people just to like people. There has to be something about you that catches my attention. I'm a very picky person, and I'm not bragging about it, but that's just me. So it used to blow me because I'm just like, do you know how long you were in my DMs before you became my boyfriend? And now you're accusing me of just talking to anyone? I'm actually insulted by that. I don't know. I just like my own energy so much, and I fuck with myself so heavy that I just can't just like anybody. It's just not me.
Ever said pretty girls have horrible dating lives? I want to give you your 10, sweetie, because you were not lying. I just finished crying about the state of my romantic life. I have not dated anybody, have done nothing romantic in the past 6 months, and I feel like it's kind of getting to me. Not because I didn't desire a relationship, but just because like I feel like I was getting to so many train wrecks of relationships or romantic situations that I was like, wow, I'd rather really just abstain than continue throwing myself into a fire and trying to harm myself. I say all that to say that I'm having like a real self-reflection moment, because I'm just kind of realizing like what has been holding me back from participating in romantic relationship fully, because at a certain point I feel like I can't just blame like my partners. Like I also have to kind of look at myself like, hold on bitch, who the common denominator? I say all that to say that I realize that all of my dating experiences have been very painful. Not abusive, thankfully, but it was close. And I feel like on some level, subconsciously, I feel like maybe I deserved that pain, or like I just equated love with pain, because that's just what it always feels like for me. Because I really, really value passion, and I just value like assertiveness immediately when it comes to my relationships, and that's often led me into being in relationships where the man is either really controlling or they just don't really mean well, and their intentions are not really pure-hearted, but because they acted fast, I was kind of like, ooh, we on the same page. And I'm just tired of being hurt. I'm tired of jumping into relationships and then realizing that like, oh, I'm the only person that came in here with genuine intentions, or even realizing like, wow, I'm the only person who's like emotionally aware or even invested. But yeah, to all my pretty bitches who are like, wow, being single is great, but like romantic relationship is desired. I see you. You are not alone. We gonna get through this. Just have to learn how to engage in relationship positively, I guess. Trying to reframe my whole dating experience of like, okay, seeing somebody in instant attraction. But for me, that's just how it has to work. I'm not one of them bitches that can look at a nigga, oh, his personality, either the face card or the meat card. Better be matching that. No shade. So yeah, that was my rant for the day. But pretty girls, long story short,
pretty girls have horrible dating lives. You're not alone, bitch. And yeah, bitch, I'm one of y'all.
Why baddies end up lonely, the brutal truth about how they're dating wrong. The basis of this whole entire video, when we listen to every single female put out their useless anecdotal experiences and think it's some type of profound truth about their reality and why they're failing, and it's in their mind based off their looks. What it is they're a bunch of airheads. Okay, a lot of these females, they center their looks, they center their bodies and think somehow you are going to pull out any type of authenticness out of it. Somehow you're going to pull out intelligence out of it. Somehow you're going to pull out femininity out of it. In reality, these females offer nothing other than their looks. They've invested so much of their times looking like they're intelligent, looking like they are feminine, looking like they are baddie. Whatever image that they wanted to put out there, they focus on the image than the actual intrinsic values that can be able to show those same character traits that you say you have, but your actions don't show it. Men are not stupid. Men are not easily manipulated. That is why you're getting the treatment that you deserve. You're being treated as an accessory because essentially that is what you made yourself to be, and that is what you will always be.